Listener discretion is advised.
If you're feeling like a pimp, niggas call pimp.
Alright, at least that was better than yesterday, so I guess they call Dayquil and NyQuil are working. Hello everyone, this is Awesome Sauce Radio. I am your mentally developed party host, Blind Adam Winters, the comic pimp. I hope you're having a beautiful, blessed, abundant Thursday night. And I hope it's warmer wherever you are. That's because we had like freezing rain all day here in the New York City area. Before we get into the heart of the matters, I'd like to thank my sponsors. Of course, we want to thank the Marco's Pizza. The Marco's Pizza and Italian Restaurant in beautiful Hewitt, New Jersey, 1926 Unionville Road. Hewitt, New Jersey, 07421 973-728-1334. Of course, if you want 3 garlic knots, just mention Awesome Sauce Radio and Blind Adam and get yourself a garlic orgy in your mouth of butter and garlic flavor, and they're nice and round, and they're garlic knots because garlic knots are awesome. So, DeMarco's Pizza, 1926 Union Valley Road. They got the pizza, they got pepperoni, they got the sausage, they got the calzones, they got strombolis. I'm gonna go there Saturday, just because I haven't done an Instagram live there in a while, and I'm gonna see if they got cannolis. I'll report back to them if they got cannolis, because cannolis are awesome and espresso. But DeMarco's Pizza is the official pizzeria of Awesome Sauce Radio. I highly recommend their food. They're not just a sponsor, I'm also a customer. They're the reason why I'm fat and proud. I want to thank Lou and Sage and Len and the other kid who's always there in the afternoon who always watches out for me, whose name I forget. But 1926 Union Valley Road, Hewitt, New Jersey, 07421 973-728-1334. Tell them about it. I'm saying get yourself some garlic knots. Yeah. Next sponsor I want to thank is Bird City Comics. Bird City Comics. They are a great retailer out of Phoenix, Arizona. They have exclusive variants, ratios, hard to find comics. They're going to be hooking me up with a comic book on eBay in a little bit. Not going to say what it is yet because I want to make sure I get it. Because I'm like that. Sometimes I kind of pump and dump. And that's just the name of the porno. That's what you do when you want to buy a comic on the cheap for it to go up. You pump and dump. But Bird City Comics is awesome. I think they got a Pop Kill #1 coming out. Unfortunately, their Lucky Devils 1 by Tris Farsner is sold out. But they also have some other great variants. Anthony, Laura, and the kids, they're awesome. They have a brick and mortar. I have to get that address for that, but www.birdcitycomics.com. Tell them about it, I sent you. Also, I want to thank the Exotica Expo. Exotica returns April 11th through the 13th in Chicago, Illinois. I wonder if that's close to Sherman, Illinois. Where JSI and Bob went and Dogma. But, where all the Johnny Hughes movies takes place. But yeah, man. Exotica Expo returns April 11th through the 13th. They're going to have porn stars, seminars, hand jobs, blow jobs, rim jobs, all the jobs, photo ops, parties, alcohol, titties, ass, marijuana, deep dish pizza, blondes, redheads, because if there's red on the head, she's awesome in the bed. That's what the ginger goddess told me. Yeah. But ExoticaExpo.com. Tell them about it, I'm sent you. Testify. And then after that, we got the Big Apple Comic Con. The Big Apple Comic Con will be returning to the New Yorker Hotel November 23rd, 2025. I should be there. It's kind of hard to plan out that the week before Thanksgiving like that, but I should be there in some way, shape, or form. most likely set up with the cosplay bar. Because more on that to come in the near future. But Big Apple Comic Con, November 23rd, 2025. Tell them Blind Adam sent you. Love you, Mikey Carbonaro. And of course, if we're going to go get lap dances in New York City, the only place you go for your lap dances and beers and steaks and titties in your face will be Flash Dancers. Let's play the commercial.
Hello, darling. Welcome to your new favorite club. You are a hard worker, so you deserve a good place to replenish yourself. Our bartenders will take great care of you, while our sexy ladies help spice up your night. Bring your friends, or make new ones here. Flash dancers, come join the party.
That's it. Everyone in the New York City area, if you want the best strip club on God's green earth, where the dancers are angels sent from heaven itself, you go to Flash Dancers on West 45th Street. Check out the website, flashdancers.com. Tell them Bondo sent you. And now that we're done with all the sponsors, and we plugged enough people, and we gave enough shout-outs, it's time to get this party started. And I don't do this alone. I do have a partner in crime, a man in the chair, a person that makes everything in this place look sexy. He's a writer. He's an author. He does comic books, novels. He's a blogger. He's a podcaster. He's one of my best friends on the planet. Straight from California, straight off his farm with roosters and dogs who were greeting me when we were setting up the one, the only, the nemesis, David Howard.
Woohoo! I'm bringing sexy back. So,
Yeah.
cock-a-doodle-doo. So, all right. Anyway, enough of that.
Yeah, I know.
Nobody wants to hear that shit.
Exactly. How's your week been?
You know what? It's getting better. It's getting better because, you know what? Thursday night I get to do the show, which means that tomorrow is Friday, and then it's going to be the weekend, and and all the bullshit of the week is over. So, you know what? This is my gateway drug into the weekend every week. So, good stuff.
That puts a smile on my face here on that. See, so it's Thursday, so that means hopefully at the end of the week we'll have some decent weather. I'm actually feeling better, thank God. Almost over this cold that I got. I'm just happy. I went to the doctors the other day, and they're like, "Well, we have good news. It's not COVID. It's not the flu. It's not mono. You probably just got common cold. Just get rest, and if you don't feel like to do anything, don't do anything."
Huh?
It's like, all
Hey,
right.
that's all good.
Yeah.
I without getting into too much detail, because you know most of the excruciating details,
Yeah.
I have had the federal government up my ass all week, so we'll just leave it at that.
Oh yeah. Like I said, I feel like I don't have to compare, but yeah, my week was light compared to what you had.
Yeah. Although I heard that, I had heard that you guys, I mean, it's raining here and it's cold for California, but compared to what's going on back on the East Coast, it's nothing. So,
It's kind of bitch. It's that kind of morning where you don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
It's like winter advisory, 18 degrees. It's like, I was like, fuck it. I can sleep till 11 a.m. and get away with it. Fuck it.
Yeah. That was me on Tuesday. It actually got down to I think we got up, but it was 40 degrees in the morning, which for California, I mean, for Southern California,
it's freezing for California.
Yeah. So I was I was going to get up and do some stuff, and I'd had my coffee, and the coffee didn't take, and it was 9 o'clock, and I had nothing to do until later that afternoon. I had to go out to some doctor stuff. So I was like, screw it, and I'm going back to sleep. So I was like, that's it. I'm done. Rolled over, went to sleep. Dog came over, curled around me. I was like, good choice. Rolled up with me, and that was all she wrote. So.
Yeah. I think they were dead. Then, of course, slept to my idiot cat, so on top of his lungs. You're the only one in the house. Feed me. I want my snacks, you blind fat fuck. Come
Oh.
on, get up. I'm gonna be out top of my lungs until you get out of that bed. You put
Oh.
snacks in my bowl.
Well, you know about my farm here with all the animals. Well, we have, as of yesterday, we have a new animal in the Howard household. We are fostering a pregnant kitty, and she is soon to give birth to, I would guess, 2 to 3 kittens. So we'll have even more cats for a while until we're not keeping them all, folks. Don't worry. You know, it's like we got a fair amount of land, but we don't have that much land. So.
Yeah. Anything new in Space Monkeys or any of your other projects? Or is
You
it
know, well, with everything that's going on, stuff is kind of slowed down for me right now. And then, the problem is, and I'm sure you can relate to this, I took a break and my artist moved on to something else while he was waiting for me to get my shit together. And so now he's on another project. So,
Ooh, all right, yeah, I can totally relate. I hate when that happens.
yeah.
When you're collaborating, it's like, hey, do the reason XYZ, I need to take a break. I'm like, by all means, if there's something that comes your way, what? Yeah, it always works out at the end. So
Yeah. No, it will. It'll get done. It's just like he got a good offer and it's something he wanted to do. And it's like, the dude's got to feed himself. So it's like, I can't say shit, so.
yeah, exactly.
So it's all good.
In today's economy, you got to make all the money you can too.
Yeah.
You never know when the economy is just going to collapse.
Yeah. Well, I have to say things are doing much better for him. He lives in Argentina, and their economy is picking up, and things are going better in Argentina. So,
Oh, okay.
so it seems like stuff is it's getting better for them down there. So I'm glad. Happy to hear it. In fact, I would love, Mateo, if you're listening, I would love to come to Buenos Aires someday. Let's make it happen. So,
Nice. I want to give a shout out to my good friends over at Vixen Media and one of their subdivisions called Milthy. If you can bring up the news story.
Yep. We got it. There you go. Boom.
I'd like to shout out the official the PR firm that helps Awesome Sauce Radio out, BSG PR. BSG PR is awesome. They are going to be hooking us up with MILF legend Rachel Steele sometime in the near future. Ryan will follow up on that email eventually, but Milthy's got a 3-way with some legends in there. And the 2 legends are Tanya Tate. Tanya, love you. Tanya owns the other PR company I use for interviews, Star Factory PR. So it's her. And the legendary, the talented, she's played Xena. She's played Black Widow. She's like the queen of anal. Phoenix Marie. MILF legend. Who I would love to get on the show. I may have to talk to Dixon about this somehow. They also have someone else's name I forget off the top of my head.
Rachel Cavalli?
Rachel Cavalli, that's it.
Yeah.
So it's Rachel Cavalli, who's also a legend in the MILF world. And, this is a hot 3-way Milthy scene. Milthy is like one of the good subdivisions of Vixen. Anytime you see a Vixen media scene, you're in for your money. So check them out, and I'm gonna go check this out and probably review it. Maybe even see if I can get Tanya herself for the podcast. But Tanya Tate is an amazing human being. But so just check them out. I'm sure somewhere people can Google Tanya Tate cosplay and you'll see some great pictures of her as Sue Storm, Emma Frost, Catwoman. Like I said, Phoenix, she was the star of the Xena parody back in the day, which I highly recommend. So check Milthy out, man.
Cool.
So,
All right.
That's just that. What was the next thing I had on my hit list?
You got Won't You Be My Neighbor?
Okay. For everyone, I'm going to count out. Now, I'm going to show you all, as we have 2 trailers I think David should see as far as porn parodies. Were you a fan of Mr. Rogers growing up?
Was I a fan of Mr. Rogers growing up? No, I was not. I was not a fan of. I don't know what it was about me, but I wasn't into any of those types of shows. So Captain Kangaroo, Mr. Rogers, Pee-wee's Playhouse. If it had real people in it, I really wasn't interested. I wanted animation. That's all I wanted as a kid. So
Okay. Yeah. I was forced to watch Mr. Rogers because I had little brothers and sisters, and we all had to go to, because we all had occasionally had to be babysitting at other people's houses every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
We were forced to watch this crap. But my good friends over at Wood Rocket Productions, who were parody kings, they did a Mr. Rogers porn parody. So we're gonna play this trailer, and if I fucked up anyone's childhood, you're welcome.
All right, here we go.
Yep.
And I have to say before I bring it up, for all of you who are looking at the trailer for the first time, tell me that this guy doesn't look like it could be Joey's brother from Friends. So that's what he looks like to me. But all right, here we go.
Yep.
You know, I screwed Barney in the Magic School Bang Bus.
God.
Welcome to my neighborhood.
Our friend Polly. Hi, Mrs. Dick Feely.
Hello, Sandy.
I like Friends with the Boom. I once got neighborly in a Burger King bathroom.
Here, I'm happy to sing you a song. I'm hard enough to puppeteer with my dong.
CD delivery. I just need you to sign here and here.
She wants Blue Clues.
Now you're here, we'll have a blast. Ride my trolley hard and fast.
Polly says that Thomas the Tank Engine just f***ed her right in the caboose.
It doesn't matter, shape or size. You are special, genital-wise.
You want to rule this pussy? Oh, my.
Let's watch the Dicture. The gland of make-believe.
It's as empty as a bottle of Adderall in the Oval Office.
One time, Bob Ross and I spit roasted lamb chop.
This is PBS. Puppets being sexy.
Won't you fuck me, neighbor?
Right after I'm done with my route on Sesame Street.
This Cookie Moss is all about the pussy.
Oh my God. Oh man, I have to say, you know where all the creativity has gone? It's gone into these places, man. So
now I'm going to make a porn with Cookie Monster, and it's all that trailer's fault.
nope, I can see it. Cookie.
Cookie, cookie. Me, yummy, cookie, yum, in the tum, cookie.
Don't get me started, man. If you get me started on doing lines for an adult featuring Cookie Monster, I will be here all hour just spitting out lines, man. So
Yeah, this will be our runaway. If we really play with this, then between the two of us, you know, that'll still be the one that gets us kicked off of YouTube permanently.
yeah, the algorithm already goes on red alert whenever this show comes on. We don't need to make it go anywhere. So
Oh yeah, it's like red alert, blind Adam's on. Where's the robots? Double check. Yeah, the second, porn parody that I thought you needed to see the trailer for was, I always knew they were, a bunch of sluts anyways. Yeah. The Brady Bunch.
all right, you ready?
Yeah, man, because the Brady Bunch.
Here we go.
Dear Diary, you're not gonna believe what the fuck just happened. I better finish college or my parents will kill me. What are you doing in my dorm room, Professor Nettlebeck? Oh, Professor Nettlebeck, I'm not as willing as my sister Jan is. Jan told me every filthy detail about how you made her suck your cock, and then you fucked her, you gave her good grades, then you gave her BD. Come on, Marcia, read more. He's pretty hot with the ladies, but never seems to get caught having sex in the house with her parents. And now my entire family continues to fuck my life up. Everybody was away at the movies, so he had the entire house to himself. I had no idea he had it in him, but that little fucker took care of business. If the events over the past few weeks aren't enough for me to drop out of school and become a streetwalker, what happens next is, oh my God.
Here's the story of a very special lady who was busy raising 3 teens on her own. All were blonde and dirty like their mother. The youngest one loved porn.
Here's the story of a man without a lady. He was working, raising 3 boys all alone. They were men and drinking beer together. They didn't have a home till the summer when the lady dated the fellow. And they knew that it was much more than just lunch, that the two must get it on together. It was a real good hump. This is not the Brady's, not the Brady's. This is not that sweet, quaint old TV show. Oh no!
Oh my God! I think that's hilarious that Ron Jeremy is Butcher Sam.
Yeah.
Oh no! Tell me Sam and it gives it to Ellis. So.
Yes, he does.
Oh my God.
That was produced by a company called Sitcoms back in the late aughts, early 2010s.
Yeah.
It was directed by a good friend of mine, a person who named me Blind Adam, Will Ryder. You know, had an interesting cast. I actually think it may have won some awards. But Sitcoms, they put out parodies of all. They actually put out a Rocky parody.
Really?
Where they had an orchestra come in and redo the their own version of it. They put out really high. They're not at some broad level, but they're up there.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, that looked friggin' hilarious, man.
It's hysterical. And I just love the trailer more than I actually love the movie.
Although I have to say that I have a special place in my heart when Ron Jeremy shows up and shit, because the dude is a freaking legend, man. You know.
I met him twice.
Yeah.
Back in 2000. Yeah, it had to be 15. And he was a nice guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I know he's got his issues. He's had his issues recently.
Yeah.
You know. But
I think the guy is from a different time. That's all I'll say. I don't want to get into the issues and everything. But
yeah, no, do I. Who am I to judge?
yeah.
There's a storybook I read where it said that he would have Sincast the first stone or something.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I remember when he popped up in like Kid Rock videos and stuff back in the day, and
Actually, his greatest mainstream performance in the movie. He plays the head villain in Orgasmo.
Yeah. Yep.
Which I think is great. You know, it's an Orgasmo who's made by Trey Stone and Matt Parker, the South Park guys, who also have a really amazing body of work in live action movies.
Mm-hmm.
Orgasmo is basically it's a superhero porno movie. And
Yeah.
it's basically an excuse for them to make fun of the Mormon religion every chance they get.
Yeah, it was a funny movie. I thought it was a lot better for what it was than a movie that came out a few years before that, which was supposed to be good, but really wasn't, called Barbed Wire, with Pam
Pamela
Anderson.
Anderson movie?
Huh? Yeah.
Pamela Anderson movie?
Yeah. That movie, they like said it was going to be all these different things, and it was like boring, to be honest with you. It kind of sucked. So I didn't like it.
And in the unrated version of that's not that much better.
Oh, does it? I never seen it. So what?
If anyone wants, maybe one of these days we'll do a countdown of the worst 10 comic book movies to see what ties for number one.
Okay, I'm down for that. I'll say this though. Go ahead.
Because Barbed Wire isn't that much better than Catwoman for me.
Oh God, yeah. The other thing that gets me, and I used to look for these a lot more when I was a younger man, but I hate it. I don't know about you, but I hate it when a movie gives you the option to buy the unrated version, and it sucks. It's like there's no reason for it to be unrated. You know, it's like there's
which was the case of actually I said the worst case. One of the worst cases, you know, there's an unrated version of the Dolph Lundgren Punisher movie.
No, I didn't know that.
And the only difference, there's maybe like a 5-minute scene where that was a little bit more bloody that they took out.
Mm-hmm. Well, I remember, I don't know if you ever saw this movie. Did you ever see the movie The Girl Next Door?
Yes.
Okay. So the movie's funny, and I think I was young at this point. So I was like, they came out with the unrated version. So I was like, well, I got to see what's going on in the unrated version. You know, based on what was going on in the theatrical version, you know, the unrated version must be scandalous, you know? But the unrated version was like, what the hell is this shit? So it's like, this is terrible. So.
Yeah, I've done that a couple times with the movie Ted had an unrated version.
Yeah.
Like, wait a minute, it's not that much different than the actual theatrical version outside of a couple extra jokes that they probably took out because they couldn't get away with it in the theater.
Yeah, exactly.
Or stuff they took out and so they can appease the rating system and get an R instead of an NC-17.
It just goes to show you, man, you throw the possibility of seeing some scandalous stuff in front of a dude, they'll pay money sight unseen for that shit. We're just stupid like that. So it's like,
oh, exactly. Just like I recently watched Zack and Miri on DVD.
Yeah.
Because it had the deleted stuff on there.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the stuff that's deleted was deleted just because of timing or it didn't make that much sense. It wasn't that much more graphic. I was expecting to get something like more graphic. Or anything. It was just like longer stuff of what you already seen.
Although, to be honest with you, I mean, let's be perfectly honest here. As far as Kevin Smith goes, I think that Kevin Smith came pretty damn close to getting himself. I think he was pushing the boundaries of an R rating with that film. So, you know, it's like it could have very easily gone into a different way. Not saying that was bad. I like Zack and Miri. I think it's a funny movie. I think it's great just the way it is. But I'm like,
there's some people on this podcast who based what they're doing now on the movie, but they'll stay nameless.
Yeah. Suck my cockachino. That's all I'm gonna say. So.
Amazon, stop. Yep. Suck my cockachino.
I tell you. So,
Actually, you know, one of my favorite, and I have to refine the picture and definitely use that for a thumbnail eventually, is one of my greatest highlights from an Exotica is the year I got the apron from the movie Signed by Katie Morgan.
oh, that's cool.
Then she's like, I'll one up you. I'll wear it. And take a couple pictures.
Oh, that's so cool. That's pretty funny.
She's like, oh, I'll put it on and wear it. And I was like, okay. Because someone actually, a buddy of mine wanted me, had it and wanted it signed.
You know what I would like from that movie as far as memorabilia? I would love to run into Jason Mewes one day and get a recording of him saying, "Let us fuck."
And that's not that hard to do. That's pretty much Jason in real life anyways. He's not around his kids. I mean, he's not being super dad, which is awesome.
I just think it would be hilarious. I would probably have.
I actually think he's a cameo too, which is kind of cool.
Yeah. Oh man, I Jason Mewes' characters for Kevin Smith films are some of my favorites. So I'm a huge Jay and Silent Bob fan, and I love when Jay's talking. And I think that Lester the Molester and Zach Amiri is hilarious. So it's just
actually in Clerks 3, there's a scene where they confirm that Jay and Lester are cousins.
Which one?
They say that there's a scene where Jay, the character, goes, "Hey, my cousin Lester makes shit tons of money. He's on OnlyFans now."
That's great. That's perfect. That makes perfect sense. So.
It's like I had a guy who watched the scene twice. I just confirmed that that Zach Amiri's in the Views universe now.
Yeah.
I don't know some reasons why they had to do it very slightly like that.
Or another one that I would love to get something voiced over is like, especially if I was doing some sort of risque comic book or something, I would love to get a video with the voiceover done by Randy St. John.
That would be awesome. I know Justin Long. He'll occasionally open up and do cameos for charity where he'll record anything you want within Risen.
Yeah.
Because he's gotten some weird requests for the Randy St. Jack character where he doesn't break that out all that often.
Yeah.
Just because you can imagine the type of requests he gets.
Oh, I'm sure. But it would be hilarious. I mean, it would be great.
Like occasionally he'll bust the cameo out for whatever charity he wants to help.
He's like, yes, I love Space Monkeys. I can't get enough of it. I watch it naked with my lover in the bathtub.
That would be funny.
That's my Randy St. Jake John impression, by the way. So.
That wasn't that bad, to be honest. What's next on my hit list?
Next is the new Fantastic Four teaser. So.
Have you seen this yet?
I have. I have thoughts on it. So.
Cool. Well, let's roll it, and then we can make fun of the trailer a little bit because this was an interesting way to do their teaser.
Okay. Here we go.
We'll break some honest opinions when we're done making fun of this.
All right. Here we go.
Welcome to the Baxter Building.
We make a point to do family dinner every week. Sunday at 7 on the dot, no matter what. We're all here.
Herbie, how's that sauce coming? Yeah, I'll be the judge of that.
The little creepy looking robot.
Okay, is this guy good or what?
I
want to add a couple cloves of garlic. Not because it's not delicious, I just want to add a little bit of zip, okay?
You couldn't turn invisible. Ben wasn't a rock.
The best pilot in the world right here.
Yeah. Best looking, he means.
And Johnny never caught fire.
Ben has always been a rock. Johnny is Johnny.
Hi.
And I am right here. Whatever life throws at us, we'll face it together. As a family.
I still didn't realize every part of Reed's body stretch, like every part.
What's that?
It's like every part of Reed's body stretch, like every part.
Yeah. Yes. I was just gonna say yes.
Okay, we can have that debate on another podcast. You know, what are your thoughts on this? Because I thought this was an interesting teaser.
Well, where do you want me to go on it? I mean, do you want me to go? There were good parts. I don't think there were any bad parts for me. There were some parts where I'm
Let
like,
me ask you this, because I've been hearing all over the internet what everyone liked. What didn't you like about it?
Well, I'll say this. First off, I really don't think. I still don't buy Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards. It just doesn't seem right. And then when he comes out and he's sporting the Gomez Adams mustache, you know, then I really don't think he looks like Reed. It's like, dude, if you're gonna have facial hair, you need to go, you know, the full facial hair that Reed has, you know, in some of the comics and stuff like that. But he looks like Gomez Adams to me. So I just don't really buy him as Reed that much. I mean, I can get over it. You know, it's not that big a deal. So,
like I said, and he's now the new guy in Hollywood where you're seeing everywhere. So
yeah.
You knew that Marvel was going to want to grab him for something.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the other one, and this one's, and I'll say this, you know, I don't have anything against the Fantastic Four. I'm not a huge, like, I know people that are huge Fantastic Four fans. I'm kind of like, I'll watch Fantastic Four. I'm not, like, against it, you know. Like, I watched the movies when they came out and everything. I dig Fantastic Four, but I'm not, like, the super fan of it. But I will say that I think there is something to the people who have said that they wish that the Thing had more of the Yancey Street voice, you know. So I can see that.
I appreciate that they actually have a Jewish actor playing the part.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he does not. It's only a teaser. Because to me, as long as they get the Thing right, that's the number one thing I care about. They get Thing. I'm not gonna lie. I can take or leave Herbie. Herbie is like the most deep cut Fantastic Four thing you can have in there.
But when I just, after watching the trailers earlier with you and we've watched the Axel Braun stuff, I was watching this going, if they ever do a triple X of this, Herbie better watch himself because he's gonna get like everybody.
Because there is in the infamous this ain't She-Hulk XXX, right? Where the late great Jodie Laura, aka China, played She-Hulk. There is a three-way scene in that with Reed, Sue, and She-Hulk, which is fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, definitely Herbie is one of those things. I'm sure that normies watching this going, "What the hell is a robot in Fantastic Four for?" So you know, they're like, "What is that about?"
It's basically in the late 1970s. When they wanted to do the second cartoon, the Human Torch's rights were tied up with Universal.
Mm-hmm.
So they weren't allowed to use them. So Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, and I'm sure this was mostly Stan Lee at this point, depending on which version of the history you believe of their relationship, you know, they decided to come up with a new character to keep it a foursome, and they came up with Herbie the Robot, which we'll just show the intro to the cartoon because
Yeah.
the cartoon is decent for its timing.
What did you think of She-Hulk joining the Fantastic Four for a while? You know, in place of the Thing.
Yeah. Once again, I think it was after Secret Wars.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted to take things in a new direction. You know, and I never had a problem with it. And that is one of the best eras at the FF.
See, now I'm just speaking as someone who is not. I think that the only Fantastic Four books I've ever bought were Ultimate Fantastic Four, which doesn't really count. You know, so like Fantastic Four is just something that was like orbited around. I kind of knew about, but for me, I was always like, man, Fantastic Four is 4 people: Reed Richards, Ben Grimm, Sue Storm, and Johnny Storm. You know, so it's like.
At one point, I think they were just like, okay, it was the mid-'80s. I think they were trying to spice up. They were trying to get licensing deals for figures.
Yeah, I can see that.
That's when Marvel was king of animation, when they were doing G.I. Joe and Transformers. And I think they would eventually spin an X-Men pilot out of that with the worst theme song known to the fucking band.
I will say that I remember being in elementary school, and even though I wasn't a big Fantastic Four fan, one of the things, besides Justice League, everybody played was Fantastic Four. And I always wanted to be the Human Torch because I thought he was the coolest. But the girls are always wanting to be Sue Storm, and, you know, and it's like the whole thing. So,
you know, I just remember getting in trouble because in I think 3rd grade, maybe. Yeah, it was 3rd grade. I got the class bully just pissed me off, like to the last point where I just said it's clobbering time, and I punched him in the face and broke his glasses.
did you turn into the Thing?
No, but I did yell. I did yell at it's clobbering time as I punched him in the face.
It's nice, man. That's classic. That's legendary. I mean, you got in trouble, but that's a legendary moment, right?
Yeah, you know. So I remember getting a shit ton of trouble for that particular summer.
All right, we'll allow it. I think it's all right.
Yeah, the guy was getting picked on, you know. And I just had enough. I mean, I was one of those kids. If you pushed me, I was eventually. I take it for a time, but I would just like eventually just, like snap and like push back.
There's nothing wrong with standing up for yourself. I'll say that.
Yeah,
so.
but back in the day, you know, before, you know, when kids actually settle things properly in schools.
Yep. Sometimes you got to stand up for yourself, and then it all ends. So.
Yeah. You know, but to share the cartoon I'm talking, because this really is a decent cartoon. I have no clue why it's not on Disney XD. I think it's rights.
I think it's on Disney Plus. I'm pretty sure.
No, it's not. This version isn't.
Oh, okay.
The 90s is. The movies are. The World's Greatest, which originally aired on Cartoon Network, is. The Hanna-Barbera isn't because of rights.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, you can't even find the classic 60s Hanna-Barbera fantastic cartoon even on YouTube.
Is the 60s Spider-Man on Disney Plus?
I know it's not, unfortunately.
Huh. Well, that sucks.
Stuff I want on Disney Plus is not on Disney Plus. Like this, the Spidey 60s, the Marvel 60s.
I wonder who owns the rights to that now, because Hanna-Barbera is.
Rights to Spider-Man 66. I guess they just think that no one's gonna watch it.
Oh, that's no way. I'd watch the hell out of it. So.
Oh, it's same here, man. Because you know, I can finally retire my bootleg copy I've had since high school.
Now I gotta look. Who owns the Oh, here's why. I'll give you one guess what company owns the rights to all the Hanna-Barbera cartoons.
Warner Brothers?
Yep. Yes, sir.
It's interesting.
And I'm sure Warner Brothers would rather burn them all than give them.
Oh yeah, they're never coming. They're in a vault somewhere, and they're never coming out.
Yeah, they're like, we'd rather stick these up something than give them to you. So you're never.
I mean, that was the case with Batman '66 for the longest time, until Fox at the time, Fox and Warner had to make a deal because of Watchmen.
Mm-hmm. Well, I know that, I don't know. I don't think that DC and Marvel are on the best of terms at the moment. So
No. I mean, even that oversized hardcover that came out with Marvel versus DC barely even got put out.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of bad blood between the two companies again, which would be great if they did something with it creatively, but instead they're just like sniping at each other. So. So anyway.
Oh boy, you don't fuck with my lawyers.
Yeah, exactly. Here we go. You want this Fantastic Four opening credits?
Yep.
Here we go.
It was
I remember this.
While testing a new rocket ship. Our heroes were bombarded by mysterious cosmic rays from outer space. Though they crash-landed safely, the strange and powerful rays had changed each one of them, transforming their leader, Reed Richards, into the plastic-skinned Mr. Fantastic. Sue Richards into the Now You See Her, Now You Don't, Invisible Girl. And Ben Grimm into a mighty muscled powerhouse called The Thing. Now together with Herbie the Robot, the newest member of the group, they have become the greatest team of superheroes the world has ever known. The new Fantastic Four.
So I have a question for you. I honestly don't know the answer to this. Who came first? Reed Richards as Mr. Fantastic, or the elongated man, Dibny, or Plastic Man?
Plastic Man was first. Plastic Man was a creation from the 40s.
Was he?
Yes.
All right. Then who comes next? Is it the elongated man, or is it?
And it's Dibny.
Really?
You had a great live-action portrayal in the Flash TV show over on the CW.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, cancel culture, you fucking assholes.
Yep. Agreed.
As I'm rewatching the last season 4 as we speak from time to time on CW on Netflix, and it's like, this isn't as bad as I remembered it was.
So Reed was a ripoff of Plastic Man and Elongated Man, then, huh?
I actually think Stan and Jack is one of the characters that can stretch.
Right.
It is all my kidding aside, it is a cool power.
What I mean though is it's always just funny. In fact, for another channel, we do the show sometimes called like DC or Marvel, like which one came first or type stuff. And it's always funny to see like who came first, Green Arrow or Hawkeye? Who's the copy of who? Or who came first, Namor or Aquaman? So
the only one in that thing I can think of is like Aquaman and Namor span of a couple months, maybe.
Yeah, I think it's a little more than that, but not much. I think it's like a year, like 9 months, 10 months, something like that. So, yep. And then I think Green Arrow predates Hawkeye.
Green Arrow predates Hawkeye by many, many, many years.
Yeah, and then of course you've got Deathstroke predates Deadpool by quite a bit.
Oh yeah. No, Deadpool. Rob Liefeld wanted Deadpool to be Deathstroke so bad.
Yeah.
And even the name is just a rip-off homage to it.
Yeah. So, yeah, I just think it was always funny. And it's like even things like people don't even know exist, like Superman and Hyperion. It's like most people don't know about Hyperion. And in Marvel. So, but I mean, it's pretty obvious that Hyperion and this.
There's that creative war you were talking about back when they were pre-corporate comic books.
Yeah. Although I still insist, you will never convince me otherwise. I will always call Captain Marvel to be the Keystone Comics Captain Marvel. There's some old school stuff. Who was later bought by DC Comics, but that's my Captain Marvel right there. So.
I get into a big debate with a buddy of mine when I say Shazam. He's like, "You mean Captain Marvel?" I'm like, "No, Shazam."
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind them calling it Shazam, and obviously, but for me, Shazam is just the way I look at it. Shazam is the wizard. Captain Marvel is the superhero, and then you can have another Captain Marvel that is Carol Danvers. That's fine as far as I'm concerned, But I'm like, that character is still Captain Marvel to me. So.
No, I hear you.
And then there's Captain Marvel, which is a whole other thing. Try explaining that to a normie that doesn't know comics.
Oh, but that's it. I also just want to highlight I was a mature adult and I did not spend $100 on what I'm about to show next.
I'm proud of you, Adam. I'm disappointed.
I almost said fuck it.
There it is.
This is from 1995. This is the Toy Biz Fantastic card. Because I was like, I'll actually wait till I actually have the $100 to spare. And I put this on a credit card, like I'm still I'm still in college.
I'm just curious. The action figures that went into this, did they actually give you a Reed Richards that stretched, or was it just a Reed Richards action figure? So
actually, I think they had 3 different versions of Reed at Toy Biz at the time. I think there was a version that was normal. I think there was a version where his arm stretched.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there was a version where his entire body stretched.
Do you remember the old Plastic Man? Sorry to go off on a tangent for a second. The old Plastic Man, figure that you could actually hold on to, you and your friends could hold on to the arms and legs and just start pulling and be 10 yards apart. So, yeah. Yep. I think it was awesome.
I almost, once again, this. One of these days, I'm gonna say fuck it and break the bank. I'm gonna buy an OG mitten box, Stretch Armstrong, and just open it up and play with it.
That was one of those super toys where it didn't matter how much you wanted to destroy that toy. It was really hard to do.
The only thing that would not Stretch Armstrong when that's alive.
Yeah.
Was like a fucking fire or something.
Yeah, you had to set it on fire. You had to burn it. You couldn't blow it up. You couldn't run it over. You couldn't do anything.
You couldn't throw rocks and break it.
Nope. And believe me, we tried. So.
Yeah, send away, man.
What the hell was wrong with us as kids, man?
Everybody's paying like $200 plus on OG mitten package action figures from the 1960s to about 1990. Blame our generation. We were so fucked up.
Yeah. Blowing shit up. I remember I used to have mock battles with my G.I. Joes with actual fire and shit. People are getting burned and everything. So. Anyway, back to this wonderful, fantastic car. This thing looks great. So.
Yeah, this is awesome. I was actually surprised that I typed it into eBay, and this is the first thing that popped up too. That God was testing me and shit.
I have to say the box is in pretty damn good shape for being 30 years old.
Oh
so.
Yeah, and no one ever shows this era of Marvel action figures from Toy Biz.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is the time period we had KB's, Toys R Us, and these Toy Biz figures from the mid-90s were everywhere.
KB Toys. I remember that place.
That place was awesome.
Yeah, it was. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool.
Like I said, so yeah, I mean, just if you guys want to try to get one of these, just look at go to cons, go to your LCS, look at eBay. I'm sure you can find a better deal than this. I just wanted a picture to show. So I was curious that Toy Biz made one back in the day, and this is the first thing that popped up. But that will look nice on the shelf next to my Blackbird and my Quinjet when I get them out of my brother's house.
Nice. So next we have the 45 RPM record, the Book 'em record set for the Fantastic Four, The Way It Began.
Yeah,
Look at
basically,
this shit.
this was one of the first things I ever got as a kid. These came out from Power Records. It was a comic book with these are 45 RPMs.
Yep.
And it was a read-along comic book with the record.
Do you remember you could even get 45s and sometimes you would get an actual like hard record, and sometimes you'd get those little soft like vinyl ones, and then you just kind of flatten it out and you put it on some cardboard and then you put it on the record player.
These I remember were the hard records.
Yeah.
Because I haven't had one of these. I haven't had an FF one in a while.
Mm-hmm.
These actually go between like $10 and up. But I actually consider these to be for everyone who collects like variants in today's market.
Mm-hmm.
Like early Bronze Age variants that are forgotten about. And you can go on YouTube. They do have. Someone has an entire channel with every Power record ever made on there in their entirety.
That's cool.
And actually, I listened to it the other day. These still hold up for me.
Dude, it was pretty cool. I mean, I remember having some of these for other comics, like and other stuff. Like I think
they had the Star Trek one. They had Dracula. They had Mantis. They had Hulk.
There was Star Wars, like went along with the movie. Hell, I think my parents, we even had one that went with it was like a reading of the Bible, and it was like
I'll take your word for it. I just don't remember it.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, it was kind of cool because it was like some dude came on. It sounded like Zeus. He's like, "Let there be light," and then.
Oh yeah, I mean, the actor that got to play the thing in this was really convincing.
Mm-hmm.
And the narrator is really cool. When you turn the page, you get this loud.
Yeah, I remember that when you have to turn the page and the thing would beep. Yeah. It was better though. At least if it was a bang, it like shocked you and made you turn it versus like, some of the, like My Little Pony or something. It was always like chimes or something. It was like,
These held up. This is actually just one of my favorites next to the Spider-Man Mark of the Man-Wolf.
Yeah, that's cool.
The next slide I have is the actual comic. It actually, was actually included with the actual comic.
Okay.
Fantastic Four 126.
Who is is this Moleman? Who is this on the?
Well, that was the dollar because this is reprints the origin with the Ben Grimm recapping their first two battles with the Mole Man.
Yep.
Because he wants to cure Alicia being blind.
Mm-hmm.
And there was in the second appearance was this Fantastic Four 22. The press also key because it's the first time you ever hear it's clobbering time.
When was the first appearance of Victor Von Doom?
Number 5, FF number 5.
Okay.
But I mean,
was he already Doctor Doom then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they introduced him right out the gate as Doctor Doom. Cool. The Mole Man is one of my favorite villains because he hangs up with a bunch of monsters. He's blind and he has a kingdom.
Yep.
Like I said, this is also a reprint of the origin, and it's just a fun read.
I have to say, even though I never really got into Fantastic Four like other people did, Just looking at this, it just screams Silver Age comics more than anything. You know, I think Fantastic Four is Silver Age. You know, yeah, there's lots of other stuff like Silver Surfer, obviously, or you know, X-Men to a certain extent, and so you know, Avengers eventually, but Fantastic Four is Silver Age. So.
Oh yeah. You know, I guess I'm just showcasing some of my favorite epic things. Cause
Absolutely, it's great.
I like to show things that people aren't trying to hype up that just make money with on the channel here.
Cool. What else we got here? We've got a Daredevil. This looks like a.
This is Daredevil 178, which I just want to.
Is this the 70s?
Yeah, this is from the Frank Miller era, so it's like early 80s.
Okay. I was gonna say, I was looking at the artwork. I was like, yeah, I could see early 80s. I was gonna guess like 1979, but
classic Frank Miller run, and this is the first meeting between Tower Man, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, and Hornhead.
Nice.
And there is a 2 cameos that I know I'll bet hookers and Pizza Hut on that are going to happen in Born Again.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to see the characters of Power Man and Iron Fist down the road again on your TV screens.
In Daredevil Born Again?
Yes or no?
Okay.
Yeah. That's the way
Cool.
for me to legally say it right now.
Okay.
Yes and or no.
Do you want to see? I don't know who's coming back to play those parts, but just a question for you: would you want to see the Netflix actors who played those roles come back, or do you want different people?
Michael, hells yeah. Finn. If they get him back, he did a decent job with it.
Mm-hmm.
It was surprising that they recasted Iron Fist.
Yeah, I could go either way. I also heard that what's her name is Jessica Jones is coming back.
She's definitely coming back.
I'm all for that. I would love to see. I don't know how they would do it, but I wish they would bring back the Purple Man. So the guy who played.
I don't know if they can bring David Tennant back just because of his schedule.
Yeah, I would love to see it though.
I know he said the last time I saw him on Con, he said he'd love it. Marvel called him and said, "Hey, they want him back as Purple Man."
And then who was the? Was it Rosario Dawson played Night Nurse, right?
Yeah, I that's 50-50.
Who was the other character who was like also a martial artist and she was like under Finn or under Iron Fist? Why am I forgetting the name? Wing something.
Wang?
Yeah.
Yeah, Colleen Wang maybe.
Colleen Wing. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I hope they bring that stuff is something I honestly don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But bringing back I hope they actually do find a way to bring back Misty and Colleen because that's the best part of both.
Yeah, Misty was great. I don't think they'll bring this guy back, but I love the guy who played. Was it Copper? Not Copperhead.
Cottonmouth.
Cottonmouth. Yeah, he was awesome.
They killed the character off in season 1.
I know.
And now he's in developmental hell with the Blade movie.
Yeah.
Is that's how with Blade?
Yeah. I'll tell you though, he was awesome in Luke Cage. He was really, really good.
Oh yeah, Luke Cage is like one of the honest. I know everyone has love for Daredevil and Punisher, but if I had to pick it would be tied between that and Jessica Jones to number 3.
Yeah, I loved all of those series for different reasons. So, but I thought all of them were good. I thought the weakest, and this is not saying much because I didn't think it was a bad series, unlike other people. I thought the weakest was Iron Fist, but
I actually thought the weakest was the Defenders team up show.
Okay, that's fair. I'll agree with you. I do think the Defenders was the weakest, but then the weakest solo show I would say is Iron Fist. So, but I still enjoyed watching
I agree. If you're not a fan of the character, it's hard to get into, and they did liberties with the character that made you scratch your head and go, "Huh?"
Were you like me? Did you want more of the when I was watching Iron Fist, I wanted more of the legend and lore of Iron Fist. I wanted a whole lot more of like the mythology and stuff behind, you know, his powers and everything. So
Yeah, I actually want to see a lot more Kung Long than what we got.
yeah, exactly. You know, and we ended up getting
I
it.
would love to see them actually take time with the origin
Yeah.
and show him fighting to become the Iron Fist.
I would have liked to have seen a little less of the fantastic in Shang-Chi and taken what you took out of Shang-Chi and putting that into Iron Fist. So, you know.
Yeah, I think I'm in here rumors the second Shang-Chi movie that they're going to try to correct some of those mistakes.
Yeah. Although I did enjoy Shang-Chi, and once again, when Marvel does stuff right, I'm going to admit something to everybody. Shang-Chi wasn't on my radar. It is not a comic that I had read. It was not a character I was familiar with. I watched the Shang-Chi movie, and I'm a big fan of martial arts movies and stuff like that. I started collecting Shang-Chi comics after that. So, you know, so when Marvel does stuff right, or DC, you can get people to buy your stuff. So, you know.
Actually, the Shang-Chi movie was more enjoyable than I was expecting it to be.
Yeah.
And that fight on the bus, that whole sequence, reminded me very much of a Netflix hallway fight.
Yeah. It reminded me of two other movies combined together. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and then the 47 Ronin by Keanu Reeves, the Keanu Reeves version, which a lot of people pan, but it's got those mythological elements of Japanese culture in it. And I think that those two movies combined together remind me of Shang-Chi, and I thought it was just a fun movie to watch. I enjoyed it. So
yes, you know, the Shang-Chi movie had and once again, Dave will understand where I come from because we're not that much older than each other.
Mhm.
Shang-Chi had a Saturday afternoon kung fu movie flair to it for me.
yeah, like The Big Boss or Enter the Dragon, or yeah.
It had that cheesy. If you grew up in the 80s and you know you grew up with Saturday morning cartoons, then pro wrestling, then if you had to suffer through an American Gladiator or one of those stupid gladiator shows, and then your parents would kick you out of the house for a couple hours. Go outside and play. You can't watch the TV all fucking day. You're gonna be fat. And then they kick you outside the house.
I've got a perfect American Gladiators. After we're off air, yeah, I think off air, I've got a great American Gladiator story to tell you that I think you'll laugh at. So
yeah, so you know, but then you'd come back after a couple hours of playing because you were kicked out of your house.
yeah,
And then you'd get these cheesy Bruce Lee, Chuck Norris kung fu movies. That's the feel Shang-Chi had to me.
oh yeah.
It had me appeal to me.
So, all right, we've got the pro.
Basically, all my. I want to shout out Patrick Wedge. Patrick, hopefully we can work out sometime between now and the end of the year to have Jimmy Palmiotti on the show. I'm a huge a fan of Jimmy and his wife Amanda Connor. You know, they have a new series coming out from Mad Cave Studios. But before we show that series, the greatest thing that they ever put out with Garth Ennis is the Pro. Now, I'm not going to say what it is. We're going to just roll this clip.
Okay.
This is fucking awesome, son.
Here we go.
$50.
I only got 30.
So let's drive to an ATM and you can get me the rest.
30's enough. You made me wear rubber.
Goddamn right I did. We agreed on that. We agreed on 50. Go.
Fucking bitch.
Yeah, whatever. Look, Prince Charming, this is a transaction. It's as old as mankind. 5 minutes of work for 5 minutes of pay. So give me the $50 or explain to your wife why I'm still sitting in your car when you get home.
5 minutes, my ass. It was barely even 4. Your technique's a fucking joke. There are 10-year-olds who can suck dick better than that.
I'm sure you speak from experience. Come on, hit.
Fuck you! I'll fucking show you! Cunt!
Shit! Christ! Fuck! Jesus!
Fuck you! Oh. Fuck.
And that's why you
Me.
always argue your agreements, man.
It's 2:30 in the morning! You said midnight, not 1 minute more!
I know. I got held up.
I don't know why you put up with this! Again and again, you lie to me! And I should get more for my trouble than $20 lousy.
Yeah, I agree with the old lady, man. That's not enough to
What'd you
babysit
say?
kid.
Maybe I'll do the world a favor and take you on your fucking sleep. What? Blow it out your twat, you old bitch. Fucked again.
Frankie T on KWBLX, and at 1 p.m. it's Dane Cook debuting with I Kissed a...
Attaboy. Just a little longer. Huh? What the fuck? Okay. Jesus, this is fucked. Will you shut the fuck up here for a second and let me think?
Yeah, shut your kid up, man.
Oh, no. I understand. God forbid
This
you
is
would
not
ever...
a plane.
Is that the window? Who the fuck would... Shit! Fucking Jesus.
Greetings, comrade. Welcome to the fight. I am the Saint, and this is the Knight.
Because I'm always out there, in the dark.
His valiant young companion, the Squire,
Morning, ma'am.
and the Lady. Together, we are the League of Honor.
Yeah, I think I saw you on TV. What, you can't knock on the door like normal people, huh?
Yes.
Okay, what is it you want exactly?
We've come to welcome you to,
Yeah, give me a second here.
you see, whenever a new superhero arises, we gather to celebrate their joining the never-ending battle against evil, and to offer them a place in the League.
Oh, what's that got to do with me? Oh, wait a minute. Do you mean the shit that's happened to me here? Is that what you're talking about? What the fuck is it? Who the fuck did it to me?
Well, we don't know any of the details, of course, but we can help you to channel this power that's awoken in you. We can show you a positive way to...
Jesus fucking Christ. You assholes want me to be one of you? It is a hard road you must travel, sister. Alone, it will be all the harder. I'm not your fucking sister. I don't know why you retards think I'd want to come play in your rubber room with you, but you got the wrong woman. I got a kid, a 9-hour shift at Denny's, which I have to be at in about 20 minutes, and a fun night of hand jobs to look forward to. So fuck off. Carry on smearing shit on the walls and leave me the fuck alone.
You don't understand, man.
The League has long recognized that its members require a certain level
$40
of
a year in
financial
LA.
support
I
to maintain
love
a viable ground
Robin
for
figure.
everyday civilian life. To that end, a modest stipend has been...
How much?
It's the best offer you'll get all day, ma'am.
Wait! Jesus, this fucking outfit's all the way up my ass. So, we're supposed to fuck up the bad guys, is that right?
Well,
We're going to halt whatever rampage of destruction they've embarked on. Yes.
Look! Up ahead, attacking the United Nations building!
By Sappho's lips.
The noun, the
United
verb,
Nations buildings is
the
a
adverb,
shithole.
and the adjective.
Well, the proper names are pretty much all taken.
Burn, League of Honor!
Defensive pattern Gamma, League. Watch out for innocent bystanders.
Oh, that really fucking hurt! Nothing can stop us now, you fools. Prepare to feel the wrath of Hot Rag! You like that? Huh? Huh? Hey. Hey, bitch.
Oh my God!
That's how you had your problems.
Yes. Well, once more, justice has triumphed. Let's see how our new comrade in arms is getting on.
Try to David would get a kick out of this.
Good Lord. You're the most wonderful.
Don't make more of this than it is. You saved my kid. I'm just saying thanks.
Yes, fine, okay. Oh no. Move your head. In God's name, move your head. Oh!
Holy fucking shit!
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
Dear Lord, let me be in time. All those people. Gotta make it. Got to make it. Huh? It's all right, folks. There's no further cause for alarm. Don't worry, you'll be on the ground in no time at all.
You know,
I'm sure.
power of the blood, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, why do I get the feeling I'm going to get the blame for this?
Oh man. Okay.
There is
I say
a real comic book that came out in 2002. And that's a creation of Garth Ennis, Palmiotti, and Connor.
Oh, that was hilarious. What was that a whole series or is it just that short?
Yeah, that was just a short. That was them trying to pitch an animated pro series to the studio execs.
That is too damn funny, man. So.
And I wish that would have gotten picked up. I know there's a live action movie of the pro in development somewhere, or there was.
Yeah.
The green light got canceled at this point, or such a great series. Their new series, The Mad Cave, is called Pop Kill.
Yep. Here, let me put this up.
Yep. And
Here we go.
basically, what would you say of one day that Pepsi and Coke just decided to go to war with one another?
I'd sit there and
they would send Hitman to the companies and espionage.
That'd be great.
That's basically the concept of this book.
Yeah.
Is there's two brothers who own competing cola companies, and they go to war with one another. So they basically they'll send like a hitman to someone. They'll try to sabotage each other's companies. If they're having a premiere of a new like Diet Coca-Cola type thing, they'll try to poison it.
That's fantastic.
They started out as a Kickstarter last year, and now Mad Cave is publishing it. Issue 1 comes out, I think, the beginning of March. I know I just went off the final cutoff. Final cutoff is the final time that retailers can order books. Got a couple great covers. I'm really. This is the one indie book or high-end indie book that I'm looking forward to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a fan of Palmiotti and Connor, so I'm looking forward to seeing what the series has to offer.
Yeah, that looks good. I can't wait.
And it's based on soda, and you know I am a pop head, so. And this made me think of what the Call of Wars of the '80s.
The variant covers are pretty good too.
Oh yeah, the explicit one looks great. You know the cover A looks pretty sweet. I mean, this is gonna be a fun ride.
Yeah.
I hope this actually gets an animated series eventually.
Cool. Very cool.
You know, and that is all she wrote for this week.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
You know, so you know, where can the audience find you?
Go check me out on Instagram and Facebook and X at Nemesis FC2. You can check me out there. And if you're into playlists, I have an official playlist for one of my comic series that I listen to when I write it for OPSEC. Search for OPSEC on Spotify and the plot OPSEC, and the playlist for OPSEC will come up. It has Marilyn Manson.
Very interesting playlist, sir.
Yeah. So yeah, go check it out. Rob Zombie's on there, a bunch of stuff. So
like Manson, Zombie, Alice in Chains, Pearl Jam. A nice little mix of grunge and heavy metal, and you know, just interesting stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, go check it out, and yeah, that's where you can find me right now. Or you can look up the D.W. Howard Collection, and you can find all my collected works under that. So on Google, that's the first thing that comes up. So if you type that into Google, I come up on Google. So woohoo! Look at me.
Awesome sauce. Of course, you can find me Instagram at The Real Blind Adam. Of course, if you're not an Instagram guy, you can come on Twitter/X. It's not the shit all people say this. It's actually a blast. At the Comic Pimp there. Minivid/Blind Adam. I'm going to have some new stuff up on my Minivids soon. Also at Whatnot Comic Pimp VIP. AwesomeSauceRadio.com is being worked on as we speak. I'm hoping to have the website up by April-ish, hopefully by Exotica. Of course, I'd like to thank the official pizzeria and the sponsor of the podcast, the Marco's Pizza Italian Restaurant, 1926 Union Valley Road, New Jersey 07421, 973-728-1334. The greatest pizza in all of New Jersey. Yeah. Tell them why I'm sent you and you get free garlic knots. I am going to make a video of eating the garlic knots to show off on all my platforms. Remember, you just have to have a vision. Someone has to know what you do about it. Please be kind to one another. Love you all. Blind Adam out.
Viewer discretion is advised.
If you're feeling like a pimp.